Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I would like to discuss the light titans and what they are important. Moreover, because we will have in a couple of days an event related to Solaris skin stones. Okay, so I think it would be relevant here. So to provide a little bit of context on the titans, let me know competition. Let me go to the Hydra. Okay, so for titans, there are six elements. One has not yet been released. Win. Okay, so at the beginning of the game, we have, or at the beginning of the Titans, because they were not at the beginning of the game, we have fire, earth, and water Titans. Okay, this is the Titans that you need in dungeon, because as you know, there are runes where you can only play with water or with air or with fire. So you need these Titans to be able to do dungeon, and this is very important. However, they release the light and darkness Titan, and light and darkness Titan are much better than the water, earth, and fire. So for battles, you need to go with light or dark Titans. Particularly, if we go to each of the elements, there are 40 titans for each element. One is the tank, which usually is a high health tank that go in the front line. There are two support titans, and then there is the super titan. What is the super titan, or why it's called super titan? Is if we go here and we open a no super titan, you will see that when the titan ultimates, it activates the weapon artifact, and also it activates her ability or skill. Okay, a normal Titan only has one, whereas if we go to a Super Titan like Araji is, you will see that there are two abilities. And this is the reason that it's called Super Titan. Okay, you see Hyperion, another Super Titan that has two abilities. Why is this important? Is because with the current meta, okay, or with the current heroes we have, Light Titans has these two supporting Titans, Solaris as a super titan, okay, but they have not yet released the light tank. Okay, the light tank is not yet released, so we don't know if light tank will be good or will be bad. We don't know yet. At the same and more important is for darkness, we have the two supporting titans, the new tank for darkness, but we don't have the super titan of darkness. So it could be that maybe as it is today, we know that the light titans are key, but it could be that in the future, maybe in 4 months or in 8 months, when they release the light titan tank and they release the super titan of darkness, maybe darkness is stronger than light. But as it is currently, for battles, you need to have the light titans are much better than anything else. Any meta team is based on the light titans, having the three light titans and something else. I have prepared in my, let me go, not my attacks, my defense teams. I have prepared already what are the common teams that we see in defense, usually for high duke leagues or some royal guilds. Okay, so what we see is the three light titans, Mord as a supporting darkness titan, and then Brewster, the tank of darkness. We see very common these four heroes, so the three light titans plus Mord. Like the other version is with Mali. Okay, other version is only light titans, so no darkness with Eden and Sigurd. Okay, then another version similar to the one we saw here, but you don't have any tank in front of you, and instead you have Eden. I think this is a little bit more risky. Okay, and the other two ones is using Moloch with Eden, or using Araji with again the three light titans and more. So short version is very common to see always the three light titans with more, and then maybe Mali or a tank. Okay, or using the three light titans with Eden, and then a tank or an aggressive version like Araji or maybe Angus. But as you see, currently is very important or very recommended to have the three light titans and having more, or having the three light titans and having Eden is the recommendation as it is currently. Okay, the thing with the light titans is you don't need them for dungeon, so you only build them for wars. And again, this is as it is today. Okay, so for the event, ensure you get all the soul stones that you can for Solaris, because it's very important. And again, it could be that in 4 or in 8 months or 6 months when they release Darkness Super Titan, this changed a lot. And it will be happening the same with Wind, but as it is today, having the 3 Light Titans is mandatory, okay? My account related to Titans, particularly to Titans, is free to play. Like, I have not invested anything here, and you will see the level of my Titans are really, really bad. As you can see, I don't have anything than the first Titan, and you see the level is not yet at what is supposed to be. I am currently leveling up the Light Titans for battles, okay? So I wanted to share with you like what should be the process of leveling up these Light Titans for the future in case you are in the same situation than me, okay? So to level up, first always try to do Solaris first, then Amon, and then Iyari. Okay, you don't need to do max out Solaris. You need to level up a particular level and then go to Amon to a particular level. Then you can go back to Solaris if you want, or you can go to Iyari. So there are two approaches here. One is level up enough um, Solaris and Amon, and when they are good level up, then you go to Iyari. Okay, other people like myself include, we prefer to go with the option of level up 3 of them. Okay, so what is the key of how to level up them? Let's go to artifacts. Okay, so the key always is you need to remember 3 numbers. The first number is 100, the second number is 115, the second number is 120. 120 means max out, 115 means 70%, and 100, like this one here, means around 40% of the artifact. So despite max is 120, and you can see, oh, I have 100, it's almost finished, you are really only 40% approx, okay, these numbers are approx, to finish the artifact, okay? For example, this one, health regeneration, is 100, give you 40k, but if we go to Hyperion, it's 100,000, 100%, so it's like 60% missing, okay? So remember this because it's very important. So 100, 40%, 115, 70%, 120, 100, so all load, okay? So the ideal will be, of course, having everything 100, 100, so 120, 120, 120, so max out, but this is very expensive. To be able to use the Light Titans, the recommendation is weapon 115, so 70%, crown 100, so 40%, and seal 120, okay? The priority should be seal first, then weapon, last crown, okay? So 3, 1, 2 should be the priority, okay? Again, 120, 115, and 100. And you don't need to go with the seal to 120 before you start the other one. My recommendation is you move the seal to 115, then you move the weapon to 100, then you come back to the seal, you move it to 120, so from 115 to 120, and then you come to the weapon again, that is currently 100, and then you move it to 115. And then when it's 115, 120, then you consider to work on the crown. The how you know when you can move to the next hero is if you have this 115 and this 100, then you can move to the next titan. Sorry, not hero, titan, to the next titan. So how you need to do this? Solaris first, okay? Seal to 115, then you move to the weapon and you move it to 100. At that time, you can go to Ammon and you do Ammon seal 115, Ammon weapon 100. At that time, you can start using Solaris and Ammon in defense or in battles, okay, or in attack at that time. So when you have 100 in weapon and 115 in seal is when you can do it. Okay, so when you have 100, 115, 100, 115, then is when you need to take a decision. You can go back to Solaris and level up weapon from 100 to 115 and the seal to 115 to 120, or you can go to Yari. My advice is 100 weapon, 115 seal, the same from Ammon, and at that time go to Yari and build 115 the seal, and then come back to Solaris and do 100 to 115 the weapon, 115 to 100 the seal, go to Ammon and do 115 to 120 the seal, and then go to Yari and do the seal from 115 to 120, go back to Amon and move the weapon to 100 to 115, go to Yari and do her weapon from 100. So the weapon from 100 to 115, and then come back to Solaris, do the crown, come back to Amon, do the crown, come back to Yari, and level up the weapon to 115 and the crown to from 0 to 100. Okay, this is the step. So the key is 115 the seal first, weapon 100, and then you move to the next one. And then when you go back to the Titan, first the seal from 115 to 120, then the weapon from 100 to 115, and then go back to the next hero. And then when you come back, you do the crown to 100. Okay, this is the key. And after that, you need to decide. Okay, maybe you can invest in Solaris, the weapon to 120, or you can invest in the weapon of Ammon to 120, etc., etc. Okay, this will be again the order is always Solaris first, then Ammon, then Iyari. In my case, as you see, I have not followed this. You see Solaris 100, 120, but Ammon doesn't have 115 yet, the seal, but Iyari have it. The reason is I was using Iyari in Dungeon and I was not using Solaris, not Ammon. So Iyari was already level up, but I should not have level up. Okay. I am a little bit delayed in Ammon than I would like to level up. And the reason I have Solaris instead of having the seal 115, I have 120 is because I have spent emeralds to level up. The only time I have spent emeralds in Titans when I need to get the talisman. I think it was from Clever, the last talisman. I need to spend 60k emeralds, so I spend it on level up the seal of Solaris. Okay, this was the main reason. So when you have these three heroes, 115, 100, 120, then as I mentioned, you can continue level up Solaris, or you can take a different approach, which is the approach I will do, which is I will go to Mort, okay, or to Brewstar. I have not yet decided to any of these two, okay, and I will start leveling up them, okay. I will start working on the seal and then on the weapon and then on the crown. For Mort or for Brewstar, I have not yet decided, and the main reason is as it is currently my Titans. I think in 3 months I will be able to have them 115, 100, 120, or in 4 months approx. Okay, because I kill my guild kills all the heads of the Hydra. So I believe it will be approx at that level. And then I am concerned that when they release the new Super Titan of Darkness, the Super Titan of Darkness will be better than the Light Titans. So I would like to be a little bit prepared. I know that these three Light Titans, usually they play with more, okay, or with Brewstar. So probably I will work on more in a manner that it maybe they release the new Super Titan of Darkness, and now the new combo is Keros more Super Titan of Darkness with maybe Brewstar and Solaris, or maybe Solaris Iyari, more Darkness Super Titan, and something else, So I would like not to have all in lights and have at least one Titan instead of having maxed out all the light Titans, having enough strong, enough good, which is this 115, 100, 120, and have at least one of the main two current Dark Titans, my opinion, is more, or Brewstar, one of them, a little bit level up. In a manner that if now after that darkness is the new trend, at least you have already done a little bit in darkness. And it's not like you have all your light titans maxed out, but now darkness is better than light titans. Okay. This is going to be my approach. So hope it helps. And again, let me show this is the current meta teams again. In case you would like to take notes, this is the current meta defense teams, particularly the first five. Okay, I like this a lot. I like this and I like this a lot. Okay, these two I think is more for attack than for defense, but anyways, these are the most common ones. So let me know what you are going to do with the light titans. And again, if you have not leveled up Solaris to max stars, take advantage of the next event to do it. Okay, have a good day.